This freaking hair is so ugly. Hi guys, welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing another story time video. This one's going to be 2 stories in one video, and it's going to be about, well, they're going to revolve around a friend that I had during my first semester of college. We're going to call her Carla, okay? So she was a really good friend of mine. She was my neighbor actually, and she became really good friends with my roommate, who was also my best friend, and the 3 of us kind of just like got super close throughout the semester that I was there. And we had a couple of adventures, like a lot, and we had a really fun time. The 2 of us aren't friends anymore, not because we fought or anything, but just because the 2 of us actually ended up leaving the school that we were going to, and we just went our separate ways and never really contacted each other again. So this story is about the time we caught her. I think he was her boyfriend at the time. I know they were dating for a long time, and I think they might have been taking like a break here and there, and they were just going through like a rough patch in their relationship. And there was this girl who, we're just gonna call her the girl, who he was kind of like having a thing with. And at the time when we did catch him doing this, they were like together, and they were actually like just together the past weekend right before it happened. So let's get to the beginning of the story. We were in my dorm room really bored, and I had this like brilliant idea. I love how these story times always start with like my brilliant idea. So I had this brilliant idea to do boy makeup on ourselves and walk around campus dressed like boys and with like boy makeup on. Let me see if I can find the picture for you guys. I'm gonna post it up here. Yup. That's us being boys, stereotypical, I know. So we did this makeup. I did it on her and I did it on myself. We dressed up like boys. We walked around like campus, not really around all of campus because it was cold at the time. We walked around our dorm, someone's calling. We walked around our dorm building, which was just like a huge building that was only girls. But in the building there was like a lounge where boys were allowed to go into at certain times of the day. Keep in mind this was a Christian college, so we had a lot of rules in regards to like boys and girls mixing and all of that jazz. So we're walking around our building having so much fun, and people are like laughing at us, and we were like just having such a blast. And then we get to the lounge, and I walk up the stairs, and like I peek my face through like the barrier that there was. It was like 2 barriers and stairs. So we like crawl up the stairs, and I peek my face through, and guess who I see? Carla's boyfriend with the girl. And I turn around and I look at her and I'm like, it's your boyfriend with the girl. And she was like the blood just drained from her face. She was like, what? We ran back to my dorm. On the way there, I call up our best friend Lauren. Shout out Lauren. I'm her bridesmaid, by the way. I call her, I'm like, Lauren, it's an emergency. You need to meet us in the dorm right now. And she was hanging out with like another friend of ours. We'll call her Lily. She was hanging out with Lily, and Lily's dorm was right across like the hall from, not across, like it was in the same floor as ours. So she runs, meets us in the room. I grab a makeup wipe and I wipe off Carla's makeup. And I'm trying to fill Lauren in what's happening. I'm like, Lauren, he was in there, he was with the girl. What do we do? Oh my God. So we wipe off all our makeup, we run back to the lounge, and Carla goes up the stairs and she starts going off on her boyfriend and on the girl. She was like,
I hope you know we're still together. Yeah, we were together this last weekend. This and that.
And he was just like, and she was just like, I don't exactly remember like what happened after that. They were just like, she was going off on them. Lauren and I were at the bottom of the lounge. She was upstairs, and we were just like listening in on what was happening. And she was screaming at them, and then she just left. She was like, you know what, like screw you, I'm done. She left, and she was like crying. And we went back to my dorm. I was like, it's okay, it's okay. And then we were curious as to what they were gonna say after we were gone. So we call up Lily, and we're like, hey, can you go spy on them for us? And she was like, oh, she was like scared. So we're like, you know what, we'll do it ourselves. Lauren, Carla, and I go to the lounge, we sneak in, we like hide in the bottom. This was a really big lounge, by the way. It had 2 floors, and it had just like tables everywhere and couches, and we hide behind this barrier. We're just like eavesdropping on Carla's boyfriend, or what was that noise? on Carla's boyfriend, Nora. This time I guess her ex-boyfriend and the girl. And they're like talking, and then a couple of their friends come into the lounge, and then the girl fills them in on what happened, and they're just like talking about it, and we were just eavesdropping. Wow, the story isn't as juicy as I thought it was gonna be. But yeah, so this girl, or the girl, actually ended up, let me just fact check really quick. I'm texting Lauren to just fact check on this thing that I'm about to say about the girl. Okay, so I just fact checked. The girl that Carla's boyfriend was cheating on her with, actually, there was another boy that Lauren's other best friend was dating this guy for a long time, and he cheated on her other best friend with the girl, the same girl that Carla's boyfriend cheated on her with. And they actually got married. Like, what? Damn, I never knew this girl. For all I know, she was probably a sweet girl and had like nothing to do with the whole cheating thing, and it was all the guys. You know, I'm not gonna judge her or anything, but I still think that's like a crazy fact that they both cheated on their girlfriends with that girl. She seems like a cool girl. I don't know, I never really talked to her or got to know her like that, so I'm not gonna sit here and like judge her and say she was something that she's not. So yeah, that's the story. And then I'm gonna tell another story that also had to do with Carla. She was my neighbor. Our dorms were right next to each other, and she would come over all the time. And so for a while, she had like beef with one of her roommates. She had two roommates. She was in the, so it was, in my room, it was me, my really good friend, Emily, and Lauren. There were two of my best friends, still are to this day. I love them to death. And in their dorm was Carla, another roommate and another roommate. So it was 3 girls and 3 girls. For a while, Carla had beef with one of her roommates, and it was like, it was crazy, okay? So for one entire week, for an entire week, their fight kind of peaked, and they were fighting literally for an entire week, to the point where Carla had to sleep in our room, and we would like eavesdrop, because my bed was on the wall where their room, like my bed was here and the wall to their room was right here, and so we would eavesdrop like through my door like all day and all night, to the point where my neck hurt, you guys, for like 2 months after that week, because I was constantly eavesdropping on her roommates. So they were fighting. I don't really remember about what, to be honest with you. Like, they just didn't like each other, I think, and whenever they were together in the same room, they would end up fighting. So one day, Carla's mom came to campus, and she went into their dorm room, and the girl that Carla's roommate was yelling at her mom, and they were all fighting, and it was like this huge shit show. And Carla tried hitting her roommate, but like swung and missed, and then she came running to my room, and the roommate tried coming to my room. I was like, yeah, that was, I really thought these stories were gonna be juicier than this, but they're not. So Carla ended up having to get moved to a different room down the hall because of all the problems she was having with her crazy roommate, which ended up hating me as well, and hating like other people. I think she eventually changed and like became a friendly person, I don't know. But freshman year, especially first semester, everyone's kind of like getting adjusted to the whole college thing, and so yeah, it was pretty crazy. I had a lot of fun times with Carla and Lauren. Yeah, crazy times, crazy times. But yeah, guys, that's the end of this video, I guess. I hope you guys liked it. I honestly thought it was gonna be like better story. Like, in my mind, it seemed like a really funny story, so I hope it was funny. I hope you guys liked it. If you like this necklace, these 2 necklaces that I'm wearing, and this cardigan, which has the cutest braided detail right here, look how cute, you can check it out. It's in my shop, and I'll link everything down below, and you can use code XOXO for 15% off your entire order, and all orders to the US are free shipping as well. So please go and check it out. Check it out, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'm gonna be vlogging soon, guys. Just like, I've been going through a lot lately, and I've just been like in a little bit of a funk, so I haven't really had anything to vlog, but I'm going to start vlogging very soon, so stay tuned for that. And I'm gonna record another story time about the time I was in a shootout. Yes, It is crazy, but it's really funny. So thank you guys for watching. Bye. Follow me on Instagram and Snapchat, girlfriends. And also follow me on Twitter. I've actually just started using Twitter again. I'm gonna put my username down here. Follow me and tweet me a fun fact, a fun random fact. It doesn't have to be about anything specific. I love facts, I love knowledge. So follow me and tweet me if you use Twitter. I'm really trying to get into like the hang of using it. I always try and then I give up because I've never really been into it, but like since I'm trying to grow my channel, I really want to start using it again. So, you know, go. Here's all my social media.